reported in YouTube about many historical highlights and places in the
UNESCO heritage, the historical landscape, the German Upper Rhine Valley, the history about 50 castles here near Bingen and Rüdesheim at the Rhine bending, the Ehrenfels castle, today a ruin in the middle of the best vineyards in Germany. A fascinating architecture at a steep slope.
The fascinating historical and pretty Unesco Rhine Valley in Germany.
We are standing at the door of the UNESCO Middle Rhine Valley. Behind me, the customs buildings of the Middle Ages, the single mice tower of Bingen and the ruin Ehrenfels up the Niederwald hill. We now report about the history of this Ehrenfels castle, a fascinating sightseeing castle during the shipping tours down the Rhine River.
First, some impressions of the landscape and surroundings of the Ehrenfels castle, including the riverside of Bingen, the door to the upper Middle Rhine Valley. The imposing ruin up the hill had lived a long history.
Here now we are standing before the former entry and the outer bailey of the castle.
On the behalf of the Archbishop Siegfried II of Eppstein, the castle was built by Philip of Bolanden about 1211. About 10 years later, the castle was occupied by Burgmannen of the Electoral Mainz. In the middle of the 14th century, the castle became an important customs station and was checkpoint of the archbishops of Mainz. In the 30 Years' War and later in the Pfälzische Erbfolgekrieg, the castle was occupied and destroyed. The great outer area of the castle was additionally destroyed for the construction of vineyards. The ruin today. At the north side towards the hill, the shield was combining the two towers. A huge three-story palace at the south side in direction to the Rhine. In the inner courtyard exists a cistern. The former entry to the castle is located at the east side with an outer bailey and portal. Beyond the palace, down the hill, there was an outer ward and the customs house. Bingen.